Welcome, guys, and happy Friday to you all. Happy Star Wars Celebration Day. I believe it's day 3 already, or might be day 2. But we're here to discuss, and I do apologize for this video not being up yesterday, but we'll have 3 videos today to make up for that. Crazy enough, I overlooked the Battlefront trailer, and I'm going to release a video on that today on why I overlooked it, because I didn't totally understand what's going on. But now that I do understand what's going on, we're going to easily discuss why this DLC season for Battlefront 2 is incredibly unique and it was hugely important. And so we're going to discuss that together and what I think should be the DLC. And then today also we're going to have a video on free DLC and what that's going to be entailing. And then tomorrow we're going to have a video on the full breakdown for the trailer, because we know that the rest of the trailer will be played tomorrow, obviously. Or no, today's Friday, yeah, so tomorrow will be a Star Wars Celebration. But we're going to quickly get into my picks for systems that aren't really, they're kind of overlooked in the Star Wars universe, but I think it would be excellent, really cool areas to explore for DLC. I know we're really talking early in the DLC here, but I'm fairly a big fan of contemplating how games go before, you even decide to even make them. So my first area, and it did get mentioned a couple videos ago, I think when I mentioned the heroes, but Felucia, which is our thick, colorful human jungle with small farming villages populated by the native Felucians. That's why it's called Felucia. It's like an alien race, kind of interesting. It was a major battleground during the Clone Wars, and pictures are obviously up on screen as I'm talking. And Felucia, if you hate Rancors, which we know obviously Luke fought one in the original trilogy, you do not want to visit Felucia, because Rancors crawling over a planet. It is one of their native planets, and so they crawl over the planet. Felucia fell under Galactic Empire control after the Clone Wars, and after the defeat of the Separatists, which we know became a thing when Count Dooku and General Grievous were slain. Last but not least, a fun fact, Felucia was actually supposed to make an appearance in The Force Awakens, but after much deliberation between the hierarchy making the film, I guess Takodana replaced Felucia as the planet that Han Solo was supposed to land at with Rey. So it's kind of interesting to think about that Felucia was supposed to be the original planet, and then they took it out to replace it with Takodana. I think that's kind of interesting. But that's all I have for Felucia. We're going to move on to the next planet here, make this a nice quick video for you guys. I don't want to talk too much. Cato Neimoidia, which is what I think one of the most unique areas to visit in the galaxy. This is a part of the Cato Neimoidian system, and it's, much of the world is covered in fog, while these massive bridge cities of Cato Neimoidia are suspended above the planet's ocean surface on bridges that are connected to massive rock orders, which we know are covered in moss and trees. You've got this massive overall arches with these cities connected to them, and it's just a fairly unique setup how it works. It's really interesting. I find it quite satisfying to spend a good time talking about it. I think it's quite interesting. But Obi-Wan and Luke were actually involved in a skirmish/mission that resolved to Luke saving Obi-Wan's life, and the Jedi patrolling the area also died when Order 66 was executed, we know, at the end of Revenge of the Sith. But we see Obi-Wan Kenobi talk about this save in Revenge of the Sith, because he does mention, I think when he talks about, he's talking about Anakin, he goes, and Alpha saved my skin for a lot of time, and he goes, Obi-Wan says, that bitterness like Cato Neimoidia doesn't count. And so they obviously got into something pretty severe on Cato Neimoidia that we'd never seen before, because it wasn't in the movie, that Obi-Wan almost died. So I would like to see them, because it seemed like this game is all about pursuing the areas of the universe that we have not seen, just like Rogue One did. I'd like to see them pursue this Cato Neimoidia system and maybe tell us a story of what happened between Anakin and Obi-Wan there, and why Obi-Wan needed his life saved. But moving on here to the lovely home of the Wookiees, the tree and moss-covered planet that is Kashyyyk, or Kashyyyk, whatever you want to call it. I don't really think there's a big deal. I call it Kashyyyk. But Kashyyyk is the home of the Wookiees and the home of one of the infamous battle scenes we see in the Clone Wars, when Yoda decides to go to the planet Kashyyyk to defend Chewbacca and his buddies from the incoming droid army invasion. And we just know that it's just an overall really awesome looking planet, and it's also featured in the first release video game, you know, Star Killer and all that good jazz. But the best thing that I like about Kashyyyk though is its overall environment. It's very livable. It's not like too severe, but however, it was enslaved by the Galactic Empire through the Clone Wars. We know that, and Yoda helped Kashyyyk in Episode 2, and I already mentioned that. Those are my notes for Kashyyyk. Moving on here to our last final planet. This is one of my favorite planets that I've ever really mentioned in anything, and it's also one of my favorite overall planets in any game I've ever played for any Star Wars game. I'm talking about the junk planet known as Rexus Prime. Rexus Prime is a waste-covered planet with a toxic debris and a poisonous surface. So if you're going to go visit there on your vacation, you might as well wear a gas mask. What the hell? Why not? And yeah, Rexus Prime is a really cool planet, being all full of junk and stuff like that. You think it'd be disgusting, but it's actually really cool. The planet is very dangerous, as I mentioned. A Star Killer, which is a story of Vader's apprentice, was sent here to take down Jedi Knight Cassian Paradis. Paradis actually went into exile in Rexus Prime after he was one of the few people who actually survived the execution of Order 66. And many Rebel and important Imperial ships are actually littering the planet's surface because a lot of the things destroyed in the outer atmosphere, and they just got pulled in from the... there's like a tractor belt around the planet with trash and shit, and it sort of just pulls things in. It's kind of interesting, actually. But that's all I have for my DLC, guys. I'm going to have a rant going up in a couple of, after this, not too long, going on how I think DLC should be free, and then I'm also going to have a video on me overlooking the campaign mode for this. But that's going to be all for that, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for 2 more today, and then tomorrow will be a breakdown trailer for Star Wars Battlefront 2. But yeah, have a great day.